Bring your consciousness back. Slowly start to sense your body. Starting from foot to your head. Now let us express our gratitude to all the masters, the universe. Gratitude to all beings on this planet. Gratitude to our body. To our soul. And gratitude to Mother Earth. Now slowly unlock your fingers and place them over eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now whenever you are ready, you may open your eyes and please have some water, friends. Thank you so much for joining in meditation. And let's go for the wisdom part. Yeah, thank you, friends, for joining. So, hello again. Let's go for live. Shailaja ji.
Yeah, Sharda Garu, it's already live.
Also, thank you. So, friends, from today onwards, every week we are going to connect with Master SETH wisdom from the book The Eternal Validity of the Soul. So today we'll go with the chapter 1. So before going to the chapter, so let us go introduction with the introduction. So who is Master SETH and who is Jane Roberts? So here this book, he says, Master SETH says, this book was written by a personality called SETH, who speaks of himself as an energy, personality, essence, no longer focused in physical form. So he is not in physical form, like ascended masters or in the form of any other masters. His realm is spacious, full of empty, and he is an energy being. He's an energy personality. So he is saying that he has written this book. He has written, yet he is not having a physical personality. So he has been speaking through Jane Roberts. So who is Jane Roberts? She is a poet, and her first psychic initiation really began one evening in September 1963. So SETH books have started from the year 1970s, friends. It's about 70s, in the era of 70s. So she is not psychic from the beginning, but one evening when she was writing poetry, she had this psychic initiation. So she was writing a poetry, so suddenly her consciousness left her body and her mind was barraged by ideas that were astonishing and has experiencing something new. So on return to her body, she discovered that her hands had produced an automatic script. So she and her husband, Robert Bird, experimented in several ways. So, and finally, Jane believed that they were coming from her subconscious mind. So not long within a month, She started to speak with Master Seth in a trance state. So when messages seemed to begin, Seth Master said that her expansion of consciousness experience had represented his first attempt to contact her. So since then, Seth delivered a continuing manuscript, and now we call it as Seth material. So whatever the material we have now in the form of books, so those are all channeled by Jane Robert and Seth Master, who has delivered, who has connected with her, and all the wisdom flowed through her. So Robert used to note down. So Robert, his husband, Jane's husband, Robert. So he used to note down the words given by Seth Master through Jane. So no paragraph added or deleted. So here each word in these books is from Seth Master. So Seth Master says, we are no more physical being than him, and he discarded more bodies. I'm quite independent of a physical image, and so you are. So he's explaining about, now he started to explain about the consciousness. So don't stick on to any physical limits or physical being. So he says that he's independent of any physical image. So consciousness. So consciousness creates form. It is not the other way around. All personalities are not physical. It is only because you are busily concerned with daily matters that you do not realize that there is a portion of you who knows that its own powers are far superior to those shown by the ordinary self. You have each lived the other existences, and that knowledge is within you, though you are not consciously aware of it. If you believe firmly that your consciousness is locked up somewhere inside your skull and is powerless to escape it, if you feel that your consciousness ends at the boundary of your body, then you sell yourself short and you will think that I am a delusion. So here's Seth Master is explaining about consciousness. So when we limit ourselves to any physical reality, to this physical reality, and we think that we are only this body, then he is saying that, you cannot connect. So you think me as a delusion. So I am no more a delusion than you are. As such, I am aware of some truths that many of you seem to have forgotten. I hope to remind you this. You are not struck in time like a fly in a closed bottle, whose wings are therefore useless. So I really like this note from Seth Master, friends. So with our thoughts, with our beliefs, he says that we are stuck in a bottle as a fly. So no more using of our wings. You cannot trust your physical senses to give you a true picture of reality. So when we completely depend upon our physical senses, so we somehow disconnect with our self. So our self is different from our body. So me means not this body. My consciousness, my soul, my that's like self is different from our physical reality, physical body. So they are lovely liars. So Seth Master says there are these physical senses are lovely liars with such a fantastic tale to tell you. Believe it without question. You are sometimes wiser, more creative, and far more knowledgeable when you are dreaming than when you are awake. So what happens in dream? Our physical mind goes into a dormant state and we go beyond our body. We explore, our consciousness explore. We all have this experience. So we all have experience of dreams. So daily we go in some or the other consciousness, we connect in dreams. So, and here is the message. So how I got connected with the SETH master. So if you remember Celestine prophecy, the first insight, it's all about coincidences. So a few months back, wherever I go, wherever maybe through messages or through like some different energies, it's like I feel like I'm connecting with some different energy. So I don't know what was that. And slowly slowly what happened is I used to get quotations or some no the messages from Seth master, not directly from him, but through sessions or any. So then I thought that okay, I need to maybe I need to start to read any of the Seth wisdom book. So as soon as I thought, I hear one of my friend Meena master. So she's also local here in UK. So I casually contacted her, feeling that maybe she might have some books, because I was searching for books. I didn't know it's not available readily. So she has the book and she said, okay, I'm going to send you. So she couriered, and when I received the book within one day, as I thought the day before I thought, and the next day this book is with me. And when I opened the book, when I started to read, first I didn't understand. The few pages I read, for a few pages, four or five pages, I am unable to understand a single word. So then I requested Seth master. So I don't know what, no, I am unable to understand any word of this. So please help. So I need to help. So any books masters or high energy books, we need to connect with that book, connect with the author. So then he got connected, and Seth master started to help me to understand the wisdom even much better than what I understand. So he started to give messages. So from each and every page, so when I read, he used to explain, and he used to give extra information for us. It is not in the book. So this, when I was writing, when I was noting down last night about when I preparing this material, so this was the message he has given. So he said the road or route. So how we have to connect with other consciousness, how we can connect each and every one. We all can connect with other consciousness, knowingly and unknowingly, we are connected. But so consciously when we connect, he said the route must be kept very clear of debris when we connect to other consciousness. So what are those debris are? So he says there are certain hurdles. So this is not from the book, friends. This is what he said. So what are the hurdles? He said self-doubt, limiting ourselves to physical existence, over excitement, our own thoughts, and ego self. So he said you must maintain, that means we must maintain calm and balanced energies in order to connect with consciousness, though it is our own consciousness or with the consciousness of other beings or other realms. So, and also he explained about levels of consciousness. So he said there are 5 levels of consciousness. And this is also not in this book. I don't know about other books, friends, but this is what he said. Levels of consciousness. So first one is consciousness connecting to outer reality. So with our 5 senses. So here we connect to physical reality, connecting with people and other physical beings. That means in a normal way, we connect with people, right? When we converse with people, we communicate with people. That means only with our with our outer five senses. So with our eyes, ears, so through this we connect with other people. That is the first level of consciousness. And the second, he says, consciousness connected with our own self. So first one is we connect with outer side, so outer beings or outer living beings or people. Or the second one is we are connecting with our own self. That is connecting with our own thoughts, feelings. So some part of our own self. He says here, some part of our own self. So here we are not connected with our own consciousness completely. So to some part we will connect. That's the second level of consciousness. And third one is consciousness connected with our inner senses. So what are these inner senses are? So as we have these outer five senses, we have inbuilt senses. So they are like extra sensory, enabling us to perceive information that cannot be explained by ordinary sensory perception. So at this level we connect with our five inner senses. So like experiencing clairvoyance, like visions, clear mental images. Clairaudience can hear sounds and voices or messages from sources that are not physically present. And clairsentience, to sense or feel information on an emotional or energetic level. And coming to claircognizance, sense of knowing or understanding without being able to explain. So here, when we say something, so before we say, or when we say something, the person who is having this claircognizance, so he can understand even much better than that. Means here that person won't limit to the words. So beyond the words, he understands. That person understands. Now clairgustance, ability to taste flavors or substances without physically ingesting them. Now clairalience, to perceive smells or odors that are not physically present. So these all, when we meditate, so some of us, we all experience all these, any of these extra sensory things. Like sometimes we smell a sandalwood, sometimes a fragrance, an aroma circles us, or sometimes we can see that, we feel that. So we all have these senses, friends, one or the other or multiple, but we have to increase this. That is how that meditation helps us to increase all these inner senses, so that we can expand our consciousness. And fourth one, he says, ability to connect with other dimensions. With the help of this, even so, with the help of this extra sensory, and when we expand our consciousness, we can connect with other dimensions and other realms. So here he also says, even here we limit ourselves to only certain levels of dimensions with the ability we have gained through inner senses. So here that means, okay, we have expanded, we have enabled all these abilities, and we connect with certain dimensions. We think that we are limited to only that inner five senses, but there is beyond these five extra sensory also. So we should, here also, when we limit, we will limit to that dimension. We think that only I can connect with this master, only I can connect with these beings. So some of us here can connect with animals, right? Like dogs, cat, they can communicate, the telepathy goes. And they can communicate with plants, nature. But there is beyond much more than what we think. And that is what he says. So here also we limit in the fourth level of consciousness. And finally, fifth one, he says, as our consciousness expands, we connect to the whole universe. That means there are no limitations. So we become universe and universe become us. So this is part one of the consciousness topic, friends, because it's a huge topic, and also it's for me, this is the first time to connect with SETH wisdom. So this is I want to try myself, hope I try. So, and next week we will continue part 2 of consciousness. And here again, friends, meditation helps us. So why we have to increase our consciousness? What happens? What is necessary here? Because when we expand, when we limit ourselves to this physical reality, will be like in a physical frame. So limiting to that, and limiting beliefs, and limiting limiting our experiences, limited belief system. So when we expand our consciousness, slowly what happens is we come close to our reality. So what is truth? We come close to our truth. So here we have taken but to know the truth, to experience the truth in different ways. So this is how about what it is about part 1 of consciousness, and Seth Master. And he also said that we are going to have some practical meditation sessions. So he will guide. So, and yeah, he helps us in many ways. He's a teacher. He teaches us in different dimensions. And yeah, for today, we will end to this part. From next week, next week we will continue part 2 of consciousness, even knowing much better and deeper of topic what is consciousness means. So yeah, thank you so much. If at all you want to share anything, want to add any experience of yours, please, you can unmute yourself. And he has given certain messages as well. Definitely I will share and my experience, and some sessions he has taken me into the trance and cleared some blocks. Though in coming sessions, definitely we will go through all those topic, friends. So yeah, thank you. Anyone would like to share? Sir?
Yes. Happy to be here, Sarada garu. Wonderful first session of this beautiful wisdom. If we are truly present, our consciousness will shift through these sessions. So it is not just being here and listening what you are speaking. It is about being here and being completely open and completely ready to accept, to integrate, and to evolve. All these will happen if we truly be here in these sessions. This is not a simple statements that you are reading. This is the energy and the wisdom that is coming through. So very beautiful wisdom. And this has to go. And because of various reasons, we get to learn a lot. We get to learn a lot directly from a master like Seth. So Seth is a teacher. He's a loving personality available to all of us. And personal experiences of yours as well bring change in everyone who will listen to these sessions. So very beautiful, starting with how one has to read the book, particularly of higher wisdom. We have to not just read these books like reading a novel or reading a stories book or reading a literature. We have to always invite these masters, ask for guidance, and then start reading, because the moment we hold a book, we are with the author, we are with the master. So very beautiful. And as well, our life is always in the path of consciousness evolution, in the path of connecting to our own true consciousness, moving from the limited awareness to an unlimited awareness, limiting from the limiting physical self to an unlimiting universal consciousness, oneness consciousness. So very beautiful how you have shared everything, even that which is not in the books. So even if we read the book, we can only get a part, but then there is direct wisdom that is coming from Seth Master. So thanks a lot to you for bringing to all of us such a precious, very important information. I don't say information, very important wisdom and energy, particularly. So thanks to you, thanks to Seth Master, and thanks to everyone who are here, because each one of us have chosen to be here to be part of this higher consciousness. So it's a opportunity. It's a great happening, and it's very beautiful how it is explained here. The route to the consciousness, that we have to drop all the debris. So you mentioned about self-doubt, and what were the others? Can you please repeat?
Yeah. Limiting ourselves
Mm-hmm.
to physical existence,
Mm-hmm.
over excitement,
Yes.
and our own thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
ego self.
Ego self.
Yeah. So he said that over excitement, with over excitement, we get disconnected from that, connection.
Mm-hmm.
So for, this applies for any higher connections, friends. So even Arcturians, they have said the same. So when you get overexcited, we are unable to connect with you. We can't connect with you because our aura, our energy field changes. So in order to connect with higher consciousness, we have to be very calm and completely disconnected from this physical existence, right?
Yes, very beautiful. This comes to the point that spirituality is not about becoming special. So when we understand that spirituality is becoming natural, spirituality is something, a grounding process. It's not although we speak about spiritual levels going higher, it is actually going deeper,
Yeah,
going
wonderful.
down. So spirituality is not becoming special. Spirituality is all about being simple. So yes, no overexcitement.
Mm. So I experienced this when I initially when I had visions, when I saw Master Shiva, Lord Shiva, I used to think that, oh, God is appearing for us, and immediately the vision will go.
Exactly.
So I don't understand now. Later on, okay.
This is as important, right? We keep visiting so many energy spots, even in the outer world.
Mm.
So when we see people out of excitement, when they visit these masters, nothing will happen. We have to understand that the more simpler we are, they are even much simpler to be connected to.
Mm.
So being connected is the most important thing. Being simply there, knowing that we are all one, that makes us grounded. Very beautiful. And even the 5 levels of consciousness, very, very beautiful. Covering from our self itself, physical self, and the physical reality, going into expansive oneness consciousness, universal consciousness. So very beautiful. And in the inner senses, you spoke about clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, then claircognizance.
Cognitive.
Then what are the other two?
And
It's about the
uh,
smells.
clairgustance
Clairgustance. Yes.
and clairalience.
Clairalience.
It's about smell, and clairgustance is about flavors, taste.
Yes. And the flavors. Yes. Very beautiful. So happy that, it's exactly before you started the wisdom I could join,
Yeah.
and perfect. So grateful to Seth Master, and thanks a lot to you, Sharda Garu.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, yes, friends, anyone would like to share more? Thanks for the messages. And yes, well explained by Ram sir. Yeah. So if not, shall we end the session? Here, one I have to add, friends, like we have to, whatever books we read or the knowledge we got, we received, that will be the first level of understanding. That means we have known the information. So whatever we get, whatever we hear, whatever we see, that's the basic. That means we got that information. Information has to be transferred, has to be transformed into wisdom. So we think that whatever we hear, we have known that wisdom. So we know that wisdom, but no, that will be an information. So in order to change that, in order to to transform to transform that information into wisdom, we have to experiment. We have to implement. So when we implement, the experience we receive from that situation, or from when we implement that experience becomes wisdom. That experience becomes teachers for us. So whatever we hear, we have to implement. Be any wisdom. And also meditation helps a lot to understand in a better way. Thank you.
Sharda Garu, in the same lines, this morning in discussions with friends here in the family, we came to the similar understanding. So the next level after after the information becomes the wisdom. It becomes the responsibility to live by that wisdom in every given circumstance of life. Which means it's a responsibility to share, because just because of someone's sharing, we got the information. And by our experimentation, the experience became the wisdom. And then this wisdom must go as an information to others.
Yeah.
So it is very important. Everything that we experience and becomes our wisdom, or everything that even becomes our information, must be shared as information, because that is as well is a process of converting the information to wisdom. So not sharing our wisdom, not speaking about the information we received, again is an obstacle in experiencing higher things. So that brings to a beautiful phase that that we become a true student by speaking about the information that we heard, and then by sharing the wisdom that we have gained.
So with this line.
So it becomes a great responsibility for all of us to speak about the information that we have heard, and to share the wisdom that we have gained.
Mm.
So both are important. So we should not wait that the information becomes the wisdom to share.
Mm.
So the information should just go like that, because that as well is a process of converting the information into wisdom. Because if we have already gained the wisdom of a particular thing in our past experiences, past lives, we do not need to re-experiment and re-experience.
Yeah.
So the information as we share instantly becomes our wisdom. So keep sharing.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And this is what Seth Master has said. So this extra, so whatever he is giving to us has to be shared. That means not only me, friends. So we are all connected to Seth Master. It's not me. It's us. It's us. We all together got connected with Seth Master. Right. So thank you so much. And yeah, and at last he said to experiment for 5 minutes, to close your eyes and meditation, go into the meditation state and check to the levels of consciousness what we are in. Okay, yeah, you can do on your own. So just sit with yourself, calm yourself, and close your eyes. And he has shared with us about levels of consciousness. So just check to which level we are in, and to know still what need to expand in us. It's all about thought, friends. It's all about thoughts, right? So yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Sailaja Garu. Thank you so much for your it's a great help for me. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Then if anyone would like to share still. Right. So let's meet in the evening in another meditation session. And thank you all. Have a great time. Thank you. Namaste. So Shailaja Garu, shall we end the session?
Yeah, Sarada, thanks a lot. I'll end.
Thank you. So namaste, friends. See you all. Bye.